This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% on everything on the website. Also, this video is sponsored by CARDMARKET.com. CARDMARKET is a European platform where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapDoesTCG to help support the channel. Also, this video is sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. Want to create your own custom playmat? There's only one address. Go check out YourPlaymat.com by clicking the link down below. You'll get 10% off your order. They ship worldwide, so start creating your own custom playmat. Last but not least is Dragon Shield. DragonShield.com is of course the affiliated link down below in the description. You're gonna be able to buy sleeves, deck boxes, as well as binders, and Dragon Shield is the best brand to help protect your cards and keep them safe from any scratches whatsoever. They are the best quality sleeves around, so yeah, I'm a big fan, so thanks for sticking around with the commercials. Let's get it going. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. I am back from holidays. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful summer. We're gonna be, yeah, of course, having daily uploads back on the channel. There's Worlds testing, there's a lot of decks that I still need to get to, from stuff like Ambit Pump to Stonejourner, some rogue obscure decks that we still have to cover on the channel. Today we're gonna be checking out the Incandescent Arcana set that actually got revealed over in Japan. We see an Alolan Vulpix VSTAR, so yeah, the VSTAR mechanic is probably not locked onto evolution Pokemon, which is nice to see. We also see that there's a Reshiram V Radiant Jirachi, so a lot of these Radiant Pokemon are very cool and have interesting mechanics going around them. You can only have one Radiant card in your entire deck, so yeah, make up your mind. I know people are struggling between do I go for Greninja, do I go actually for the Charizard? There's a lot of things to think about when selecting your Radiant card for your deck, and now we're gonna get some more. So as we see, this is a S11A, so Incandescent Arcana, the next Japanese set to be coming out very shortly. It actually will be releasing on September 2nd, so that's going to be just like 5 days, or actually 7 days before we're actually getting our English set Lost Origin. So pretty interesting. Japan is still ahead in the way they're getting their sets, so they always get the sets first. And as you can see, this is the booster pack artwork for the Japanese set. We see Reshiram, Alolan Vulpix seems to be the main focus of the set. There's also Braixen and Serena, or actually it's Superior here. We also have, as you can see, 20 packs in a box, just like we've come to know. And yeah, this is just the Japanese logo. And these will actually not go into our Lost Origin set, but our November set. So just to take a little bit of a note here, there's also character rares coming back for some more epicness. We already see that a lot of people like these character rares. These are this is a stage 1 Braixen, and this is a character rare. We've come to see these in sets like Cosmic Eclipse as well. Who remembers like the Magnemite, which has a cool artwork and stuff. Love that the artwork is going in the right direction, because I just adore the character rares. There's a couple of cards already released, actually revealed for the set, and there's some powerful ones that I really want to take a note at. Something like this Serena. We're going to be talking about all the cards that we got translated thanks to Antoine Brulé from over at Twitter. Very huge shout out, and we're also at PokeGuardian, so big shout out to them for providing us with a nice way to showcase these card scans. Let's just get it straight from the get-go. Well, let's start off with Alolan Vulpix VSTAR. This is the first time that we've seen that not final evolution, so this of course evolves into Alolan Ninetales, and we do see that the basic like Alolan Vulpix gets the V-Star, so that's something I love. They do have a little bit less HP. This only has 240 HP. Not that it is yeah, anything low or something like that, but we got to know stuff like Arceus V-Star with like 280 HP, or Giratina V-Star as well. So this is on the lower end of HP, but it does have an attack for free for 0 energies, 70 damage for each of your opponent's V Pokemon. that they have in play. So yeah, this is interesting, right? So let's say you're up against a deck and they have like 3 V Pokemon. Out of nowhere, you're gonna be able to slap 210 damage. With a choice belt, that's actually going to be slapping 240. So you're gonna get some ridiculous numbers going depending on how many V Pokemon they have in play. So it is actually very interesting because you need to go to the V-Star first, and they see Alolan Vulpix, they probably will lower down their V count. But attacking for 0 energies is definitely cool. We also see that it has the attack Snow Mirage, 160 damage, and this attack damage isn't affected by effects on your opponent's active. Next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from Pokemon with abilities. So this is actually a strong attack. You can get off with a DTE and a Water Energy. You could be utilizing Frostmoth. You could be going for Melanie DTE. Lots of ways to power this up in one go, and I love the Snow Mirage because a lot of Pokemon have abilities. Let's say Arceus has an ability, which is interesting already. There's a lot of good decks that require Pokemon with abilities, and you're gonna be immune from Pokemon that have abilities that want to attack you in the first place. So basically, you're immune from Arceus V-Star. How cool is that? So this attack is also isn't affected by any effect, so you can also slap Miltanks around, which is also a good bonus. So Alolan Vulpix is actually not a bad card. Having to attack with for free with its V-Star attack and having ways to be immune from specific Pokemon is actually pretty good. Even though it has a low amount of hit points, it's definitely a strong card. And Alolan Vulpix V. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a V Pokemon, you're slapping 60 instead of 10 damage for 0 energy. So Alolan Vulpix really hates V Pokemon, it seems. Also, just for a Water and a DTE, you're slapping 110. So although with DTE, that's going to be reduced to 90, but still, this is an interesting card. You could be attacking in a 1-1 line and having a V-Star attack out of nowhere for 0 energies. Don't even need the required energies because you don't need energies for the V-Star attack. And yeah, I like this card. And it also can be splashed into Palkia decks, could be splashed into Ice Rider decks. This is probably going to be seeing a little bit of play, depending on if the main attackers in the top decks have abilities on them. Next is Reshiram V. Look at that. Legendary Pokemon always get the love from Pokemon. As we come to know, like all the great decks in theory are most of the time legendaries. Think about Arceus decks, Mew VMAX decks, Palkia decks. The legendary Pokemon are strong, and Pokemon knows this. So its attack attach up to 2 basic energies from your deck to one of your Pokemon in play. Okay, very similar to the Simisear V. So, but this actually accelerates from the deck, so you can accelerate instantly. And its attack also slaps 200 damage. Flip a coin if tails. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. And that's not even a bad thing. Even if it would just stay, this Pokemon cannot attack, you're gonna be able to just switch to the bench and reset that attack effect. So 200 damage flat, 230 with a choice belt. You're a fire type and a water meta, which is not good, but Reshiram is a reasonable attacker. If you like go second, get energies on there, you're gonna be able to swap slap damage right away. We don't have Welder in the format anymore, unfortunately, so gotta be a little bit harder to power it up, but its attack can power it up, I suppose. Next is Radiant Jirachi, a shiny version of Jirachi, beautiful card. And it is of course a Radiant Pokemon, meaning you can only have 1 Radiant card in your deck. If you happen to choose Jirachi, you can actually put it in the active position or something and just let it get knocked out. Because if this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you can search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them directly into your hand. So it's like better than Twins, or maybe it's very similar to Magical Ribbon of Sylveon GX of Guardians Rising. But when you're knocked out, getting to choose 3 cards and then immediately it's your turn is a strong effect. If you want to have some combo pieces going around, you need like specific combo pieces to have like an Exodia type of play. You can instantly, like, if this Jirachi is knocked out, get 3 V-Union pieces out of your deck and then research, boom, summon it right from the get-go. So that is definitely something that's possible. And also its attack is very YOLO. It is actually stating Stellar Doom. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, your opponent's active is now knocked out. Basically, it's Cleavor, the Cleavor that Zoroark decks sometimes use, but this is a basic Pokemon. So instantly, Twin Energy or Double Turbo Energy, and you can start instantly as soon as your first turn going second. How YOLO is that? Let's say you're up against Giratina V-Star. They start with a lone Giratina and they don't have anything else. It's your turn. You just lay like, oh, research, Glimwood Tangle, Twin Energy, Jirachi, just do it, and boom, it's knocked out. It's gonna be fun. I don't know if it's that consistent. I always opt to go for consistency, so I think Radiant Greninja is still the best Radiant card we've still saw so far. Next is Serena. It's the classic Ken Sugimori art slapped upon a background, but it's a strong card. It actually has two options, so I love cards like this. It's like Tate and Liza all over again. You can just select two, right? Choose one. Either you discard up to 3 cards from your hand. If you discarded any cards in that way, you can draw cards until you have 5. It's a draw supporter. How cool is that? So you have a draw supporter, and then the second thing is switch one of your opponent's bench V Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So pretty much boss's orders, because of the fact that you're almost always targeting down multiple prize Pokemon with the boss's orders. And yeah, if you're targeting down multiple prize Pokemon, they are V Pokemon. So this actually states switch one of your opponent's bench V Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So this is a perfect card. It's a draw supporter in the early turns, and in the late game it is a gusting card. This is going to be the fill phase of a lot of decks. I think a lot of decks will be just running 4 copies straight from the get-go. Let's just be honest. Having like so many gusting options while it's just a draw supporter as well, that's just too good in my book. You can cut down on your boss's order count, have more supporters, add in some more stuff. This is a great card, and if you're playing Palpad, you have even more options. So Serena is very great, and I wonder if we're gonna be getting a beautiful full art. Judge also gets back in the format with an, if you can see here, an E regulation mark. So Judge around for the next 2 years. Switch, same story. No, Switch is just an F regulation mark. It's still around. Next is Gardevoir. Any Gardevoir lovers out there? I know one of my squad is very fond of Gardevoir. So once during your turn, you may discard a card from hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Chinchino, Make Do, or even further, Zoroark with Trade from the Shining Legends set. Look at that. It is a stage 2 though, but the cool thing is that the Kirlia, the stage 1, also has the same ability. So as soon as you get Kirlias out, you can just draw cards. Excuse me. And then it's going to be meaning that you're going to have very great draw power. Let's say you start out with Rolls and then use the ability of a Kirlia, maybe 2 Kirlias in the deck, trade, find your rare candy to evolve to Gardevoir, drawing even more cards. The problem I see with this is that the attack is very lackluster. It's only slapping 120. But as we've come to know, there are of course control archetypes that want to draw their entire deck very quickly. And Gardevoir could be providing just that. Like there were in the time, like decks like Zoroark slapping like 120 damage and drawing a lot of cards. This is a stage 2 unfortunately, but maybe the Kirlias is just better. This is just like lovable, right? It's like you discard a card, draw 2 cards. This is the new fella. Like Chinchino will rotate. You still have Liepard, which is a darkness type Pokemon, but it has 100 HP, which is not searchable with Level Ball. Now you're actually going to be able to have another way to draw a lot of cards. It does have 10 HP less than Chinchino, but it is again searchable with Level Ball, which in that theory is very, very good. Meowstic. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may search your deck for up to 2 supporter cards and put them into the hand. So pretty much Tapu Lele GX, Wonder Tag, right? But you can get 2 supporters. As soon as you evolve into Meowstic, 2 supporters. That is very great. Let's just be honest, if you slap down an Esper, the artwork of this Esper looks very scary. Okay, so you evolve, you can get 2 supporters, so you can get the boss doors for now and a draw supporter for later. You can get something else that you want, maybe the Chair and Scare and the boss. There's a lot of options. The problem is it's taking up bench space. The good news is that it's searchable with Level Ball and you can reuse the effect with Scoop Up Net. Next is Kling Clang. This Pokemon, okay, when you evolve into it, you may search your deck for 3 basic energies and attach them to your Pokemon in any way that you like. What? This is like the perfect partner for Dialga. The people tested it out with Magnezone. Magnezone is not always guaranteed to get a lot of energies, and Kling Clang is. But you can only use it once though, so you cannot keep reutilizing it. So is it better than Magnezone? Who knows? But you can just play less energies in your deck and more tech cards. So people will test it out with 3 basic energies, so you can pair it up with any Pokemon that you want to power up. It's a stage 2 though. Next is Zarude. Another fella. Holographic Zarude. Dragoff, same attack like the Malamar V from Rebel class. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon, and this attack does 20 damage to the new active Pokemon. And then the Triple Vine 70 damage for every hit, you flip 3 coins. It's mediocre. You could be playing Glimwood Tangle, but then it's still mediocre. Delphox, a stage 2 attacking deck. Its first attack, Flare Parade, 60 damage for each Serena in your discard pile. Serena is a great card. If you're playing 4 of them, you can just get all of them in the discard pile and slap 240 for 1 colorless energy. In the late game, this does seem strong, but it's the same mechanic. It's like, isn't this the same shenanigans that we've gotten with Charizard and Leon? Leonzard, you know how that goes. It actually slapped 300 and people still weren't able to make it work. So will this work? Probably not. It only needs 1 colorless energy though. And also has a second attack, Energy Crush. This attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So Starmie V's attack into a stage 2, still requiring twin energy, but you have multiple options, which is pretty interesting to test out for sure. There's Braixen and the Fennekin. And as we've seen with the Braixen actually had a character rare. Were there any other character rares? Yeah, Gardevoir also had a character rare. So Braixen has this beautiful artwork with Serena. And then there's the Gardevoir here with Dianza with the Gardevoir here. Very, very cool artwork. People will just love these character rares for sure. But yeah, that's the reveals for the Incandescent Arcana set. So wow, that's quite the mouthful. So hopefully guys enjoyed this video. We are totally back with daily uploads. I'll be uploading a very cool video tomorrow about the one and only Ambipom. And that's going to be a YOLO deck with coin flips. You don't want to miss that. So be sure you are subscribed if you're new to the channel. If you enjoy what you saw today, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out in many, many ways. I'm always super grateful if you would do so. And go check out our sponsors, right? There's PokemonStar.com, the best place for TCGO code cards. You can get, of course, 5% off by utilizing the coupon code ZABLOSTCG on the website. There's CARDMARKET.com for European players. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Very, very cool. If you're looking for those last cards to complete your deck, you can just use the referral name ZABLOSTCG. And it's only for European players, Card Market. There's also Dragon Shield. Get your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes set up. You can just purchase on the website by utilizing the link down below. And last but not least is yourplaymat.com, where you're able to create your own custom playmat from scratch. You can get 10% off your order right now. You can upload your favorite wallpaper, your own logo, and they turn it into a beautiful playmat, and they ship worldwide as well. Check it out for sure. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epic news. Peace.